p.m. At 5:21 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located near the New York Harbor entrance buoy, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater in small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly high winds. The strong thunderstorm will be near New York Harbor entrance buoy around 5:30 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Report severe weather to the Coast Guard or the National Weather Service. Repeating, a special marine warning has been issued until 6 p.m. for the following marine location: Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York, out 20 nautical miles. Here is the forecast. Northeastern New Jersey until 7 p.m. At 6:07 p.m., a rapidly developing severe thunderstorm was located near Bridgewater or near Somerville, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and penny-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, entries. This severe thunderstorm will be near Plainfield around 6:45 p.m. Summit around 6:55 p.m. Milburn, Clark, and Union around 7 p.m. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include Fanwood, New Providence, Kenilworth, Springfield, Maplewood, Mountainside, Westfield, Roselle, South Orange, and Driveway. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Prepare immediately for large hail and damaging winds. People outside should move immediately to shelter inside a strong building. Stay away from windows. Continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is also occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7 p.m. for the following counties in New Jersey, Essex, and Union. Here is the forecast. The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Bergen County in northeastern New Jersey, central Nassau County in southeastern New York, Queens County in southeastern New York, southern Westchester County in southeastern New York, New York County in southeastern New York, Bronx County in southeastern New York, until 7:45 p.m. At 6:55 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Hackensack, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, trained weather spotters. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, entries. This severe thunderstorm will be near Bergenfield and Ridgefield around 7 p.m. Fort Lee and Englewood around 7:05 p.m. Riverdale and Central Park around 7:10 p.m. Yonkers and the RFK Bridge around 7:15 p.m. East Tremont and LaGuardia Airport around 7:20 p.m. The Throgs Neck Bridge and Flushing around 7:25 p.m. Bayside around 7:30 p.m. Great Neck around 7:35 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. Large hail and damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:45 p.m. for the following county, Bergen, New Jersey, and the following counties in New York, Bronx, Nassau, Manhattan, Queens, and Westchester. Jefferson, New York, until 8 p.m. At 7:07 p.m., strong thunderstorms were located along the line extending from near New York Harbor to 6 nautical miles southwest of Eastchester Bay, moving east at 15 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to nearly 50 knots and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Thunderstorms will be near Eastchester Bay around 7:30 p.m. Little Neck Bay and Saddle Rock around 7:35 p.m. Execution Rocks around 7:40 p.m. Mamaroneck Harbor, Manhasset Bay and Baxter Estates around 7:45 p.m. Hempstead Harbor around 7:50 p.m. Captain Harbor around 8 p.m. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Frequent lightning is occurring with these storms. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Repeating, a special marine warning has been issued until 8 p.m. for the following marine location: Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut to Port Jefferson, New York. The National Weather Service in New York has issued a special marine warning for Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut, Port Jefferson, New York, until 8 p.m. At 7:20 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Hempstead Harbor, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Oyster Bay Harbor around 7:40 p.m. Cold Spring Harbor around 7:45 p.m. Huntington Bay around 7:55 p.m. Smithtown Bay around 8 p.m. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Frequent lightning is occurring with this storm. If caught on the open water, stay below deck if possible. Keep away from ungrounded metal objects. Repeating, a special marine warning has been issued until 8 p.m. for the following marine location: Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut to Port Jefferson, New York. Here is a special... The National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Nassau County in southeastern New York, western Suffolk County in southeastern New York, until 8:15 p.m. At 7:23 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Glen Cove, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, spotter and radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, entries. This severe thunderstorm will be near Bayville and Brookville around 7:30 p.m. Oyster Bay, Syosset and Hicksville around 7:35 p.m. Plainview and Woodbury around 7:40 p.m. Huntington, Cold Spring Harbor and Melville around 7:45 p.m. Centerport around 7:50 p.m. Northport and Dix Hills around 7:55 p.m. Comac and Brentwood around 8 p.m. Hauppauge and Smithtown around 8:05 p.m. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. This storm has a history of producing damaging winds. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Frequent cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 8:15 p.m. for the following counties in New York, Nassau, and Suffolk. The National
National Weather Service in Albany has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Litchfield County in northern Connecticut until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 7:53 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Kent, Oregon, 11 miles north of New Milford, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near New Preston around 8:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Litchfield around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thomaston around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oakville and Terryville around 8:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include Dean Corners, Minortown, South Kent, Delano Field, Goose Green, Leapog, East Cornwall, Cornwall Bridge Pottery, Kelly Corner and Winchester Center. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Large hail and damaging winds and continuous cloud-to-ground lightning is occurring with this storm. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Please report hail size, damaging winds, and reports of trees down to the National Weather Service by email at alb.stormreport@noaa.gov, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Salvini. The National Weather Service in
until 8:30 p.m. At 7:59 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Huntington Bay, moving east at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged in briefly high winds and suddenly high waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Smithtown Bay around 8:20 p.m. Port Jefferson Harbor around 8:30 p.m. Move to safe harbor immediately as gusty winds and high waves are expected. Repeating, a special marine warning has been issued until 8:30 p.m. for the following marine location: Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut to Port Jefferson, New York.